Hello everyone, my name is Elle Burnett. This is my trend forecast fieldwork. I went to Friendly Center in Greensboro and I focused on women's tops. The first color that I saw a lot of was black. This was all over from athleisure to casual to fancy, as were many of the other colors, but I noticed this most on actual people who were out observing, shopping, walking, let alone in stores. But I noticed more so that a lot of people were wearing this, especially in monochromatic looks. Second was navy blue, similar to black. It went all the way from athleisure to the fanciest of suits, like you see on the left. This particular navy I think is so pretty and pretty timeless, so I wasn't surprised to see it as often as I did. Olive sage green is a trendy color that we're seeing, especially for 2027, that I've read in many reports. So it was cool to see it actually in the stores and to have recognized that that is a trend that we're going to see. These two particular tops that I saw, I thought were really cute, but this color definitely is showing up a lot more um, that I know of. Next was this soft yellow. I didn't really expect this one as much as I did the green, because I haven't read about it as much, but it doesn't surprise me with it being very natural, very soft, and very expressive. They came out kind of white in the picture on the left, but they were very similar to the yellows that you see on the right, and I think this is just a beautiful color. Okay, so now for silhouettes. The first was kind of a tailored vest. This was a super pretty one to me, and it showed up in a lot of different locations, and it wasn't always formal attire. The pictures that I happened to get were of formal attire, as you can see, but I think this is such a pretty silhouette and one that looks good on both younger and older generations, and it's a very timeless look as well. Second was kind of a cropped, boxy look. The one that I want you to focus on the left is the t-shirt of the woman on the right. It falls right at her waist and it's not super form fitting. And this jacket is just another example of one that is not form fitting, but kind of gives you more volume around your upper torso. And I noticed that quite a bit. And it kind of goes into another silhouette that I noticed, which was the inverted triangle. So specifically a lot of people that I saw, not mannequins, were dressed like this with kind of an oversized top, whether it be like the woman on the left in kind of a sweatshirt or the women on the right in kind of an oversized t-shirt, and then they would wear something super fitted on the bottom, and it kind of gave them this wide broad shoulder and then made them look more flattered down at the bottom. The next one that I saw was very rectangular. A lot of dresses, a lot of sweaters were like this, where it just makes the torso at least make look very boxy and elongated as well. Next was kind of a blouson, and these two had ruched side seams, which helped create this kind of silhouette. But I noticed this in two different spots, obviously, and these were both tops that had kind of an elastic or ruched side seam that kind of brought volume to kind of a simple or basic top. And I thought this was kind of neat. And now for patterns and fabrics. The first one that I saw a lot of was floral. I probably got 10 photos at least of floral that I could have put in here. But these were the two that I picked, one of which a woman is actually wearing it, and then the one on the left is kind of a bigger print on kind of a boxier silhouette, like I mentioned. But all kinds of floral, all kinds of natural patterns. They were all over. Next was stripes. So many people wearing it, so many garments that had it, different sizes, different shapes, different colors, all kinds of stripes, horizontal, vertical, you name it. And these were two garments that I thought were particularly cute and also that fit the other trends as well. Boxy, rectangular, a little bit looser fitting. Next was an embroidery or applique. Again, something I got over 10 photos of and had to kind of whittle it down to two. But the denim jacket and the pants on the right were just a really cool version of this, I thought. And then the applique on the shoulder and bust on that button down kind of fancier business shirt. I thought these were two really cool examples of that. Next was monochromatic or kind of tonal dressing. These two are really good examples because they show the whole outfit, but since I was focusing on just tops, I had to make sure that both the top and the jacket fit that theme. But I loved this. I love this. I dress monochromatic as much as I can because I think it's so flattering and pretty. But these were two really good examples of two totally different stores that were selling the same kind of pattern. And then my last one was a plaid or a window pane. The one on the right is more of a window pane with kind of varying sizes of stripes and boxes. And then the one on the left is more of a, or excuse me, the one on the left is more of a window pane, and the one on the right is more of a plaid. Window pane has more rigid, thinner lines, clean looking, and then the one on the right is kind of busier, but they both kind of do the same thing. And this is a trend that I really, really enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.